Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video. Hope you guys are all doing well. I'm actually not, just in case anyone was wondering. You know, it's always hope you guys are all doing well, and no one ever says hope SK is doing well. But I'm actually grieving right now. It's quite difficult for me to talk about this topic, but I'd like to invite you all to a funeral service. The date's going to be this coming Sunday, and I hope you guys can all make it. The deceased party is the Xbow archetype as a whole, because we just got the July 2024 Season 61 final balance changes, and I am outraged. We got a Tesla nerf, not an evolved Tesla nerf, but a base Tesla nerf, and not one nerf, but two. What the hell? I guess I'll start by talking about the actual changes themselves. We got two nerfs on here, the first of which is a hit speed nerf, an 8% cut where it's 1.1 seconds faster now, so it hits every 1.2 seconds instead of 1.1. This is actually a change that they've done many times before. I think they did this back in 2021 or so, where they nerfed the hit speed, and it was actually a pretty rough change. I think they ended up reverting it later on because Tesla did deserve it, but they did this, and you know, it's okay, I guess. I mean, it hurt me to see that base Tesla was getting nerfed instead of the evolved Tesla. But then we get a second base Tesla nerf, and I'm just like, what the actual f***? So, we got a damage nerf of 4%, which might not seem like much, but this is everything. So as you can see, Tesla does 220 damage at tourney standard now. It was reduced from 230 to 220. So not only is it going to do less damage as a whole against anything like a giant, a lava hound, any kind of tank, but spirits have 230 HP at tourney standard, and more importantly, minions have 230 HP at tourney standard. So not only are we going to be able to not one-shot spirits, we also not going to be able to one-shot minions with the Tesla anymore. So Evo Tesla was definitely a problem. You know, I am no person to shy away from the fact that I am biased. I love this card. It's one of my favorite cards in the game. I've actually been playing Xbow Cycle since 2018, so it's basically been 6 years since I picked up the deck. I know every single Tesla placement, everything to do with this card. So obviously I'm hurt that it was nerfed, but I can admit when I need to that the evolved Tesla was pretty broken, probably the best Evo in the game, and so it did deserve a nerf, but they completely just skipped over the evolved Tesla and went straight to the base Tesla. Like, what was the reasoning behind this? And we got not only one, but again, two nerfs. The HP, or not the hit speed, excuse me, and the damage. Like, what are they doing with this? So, you know, the other nerfs, I'll talk about everything else. I think overall these were really good changes, with the exception of the Tesla. Obviously, I'm outraged, I'm appalled, I'm going to throw a riot, but everything else was really good. You know, we got the nerfs to all three Goblin cards, which is very important, the Cursed, Machine, and Demolisher. We got the Prince and Ramrider slightly tuned down. We got the Dagger Duchess nerf, which is actually something I want to talk about for a bit. We got Evo Wizard nerfed as well, which I think is pretty important, but the Tesla is just ridiculous, man. Like, why would they go straight for the base Tesla when the evolved Tesla was a bigger problem? And now Xbow, which has been on life support for a while now, is in an even worse spot. I actually think this might be the worst meta for Xbow, and I know I say that all the time. I know I cry a lot, okay? I've done so many rage tweets about the Tesla being nerfed already. It's been like 3 days. I've already made like 3 or 4 tweets, both of which blew up pretty big though. Like, I got a lot of traction on my tweets because I think I actually am speaking some sense, but it's just kind of ridiculous how they just went straight to the Tesla. And this is the main thing I want to make this video about. Like, this is the main topic, because I don't know why they would do this to us. I mean, Tesla's also a free-to-play building. It's a common card. Anyone can use it. It's a pretty staple card in many cycle decks, like Minor Control, even Hoggy Q, Logbait sometimes, and all of those decks are hit. But Xbow even more so, because we rely on this more than any other deck, and it synergized the best with Xbow for sure. So in today's video, guys, I'm going to be playing through Xbow Cycle on ladder and seeing how exactly it's going to fare after the nerfs. I'm currently just a few wins up from the start. Let's just get right into the matches, and I just want to see how it's going to do. By the way, I'm still going to try the Dagger Duchess right now, but I actually believe, from what I've heard, that it's very weak now, and the Princess Tower is actually better. So that is something that's interesting to think about, I guess, because, I mean, it did deserve a nerf after all. I think the Dagger Duchess was very much an oppressive card. Let's actually just Tesla for this Valkyrie right now and see how it's going to do. I'm going to go for a slightly high Tesla. Valkyrie doesn't tell me too much about this guy's deck, but just going to go for the Tesla. Hydra comes down. As you can see, it's already hitting slower. I saw someone say that it kind of looks like it's lagging, and that's a good way to describe it, because, like, this is just depressing, man. Like, Tesla just hits slower. By the way, he overcommitted so much there. Valk plus Bats plus Zap. He already lost the game. GG's, man. But I don't even know what they're doing, like, with this nerf. Like, sure, make the hit speed less. That's, I mean, fine. I don't like it, but I'm going to accept it just because Tesla was very strong, and I don't really like the fact that they nerfed the base Tesla. But I can get around it because everyone is complaining, like all the pros that don't play Cycle, even some of the pros that do play Cycle are complaining about the Tesla as a whole. Like, people are saying, oh, even base Tesla is broken, which I would say it's strong, but I wouldn't say it's like oppressive, you know. It's definitely used a lot because it can hit both ground and air, but we cannot forget that cannon and bomb tower were very popular options for a long time, and Tesla was very much overshadowed back in that time when Tesla was nerfed and it had the reduced hit speed, the reduced DPS overall. Cannon became the best building by far. I actually believe that is when I was getting my finishes with Queen Bow Cannon, because Tesla was so weak, if I'm not mistaken. I think that is the timeline that adds up. But yeah, I don't know what they're doing, man. Like, what is the deal with this? Like, why? Who paid Supercell? Which Xbow hater paid them to nerf the Tesla? Because I want to know. That zap was literally at 0 elixir, guys. I'm just going to go for the Xbow, even though I don't need to, because it's literally like a 200 HP tower, but just to show you guys proof of concept that that's a low elixir punish. I know he was at like 2 elixir when I made that Xbow play, so I just had a feeling that, you know, we would be able to take big damage connection, basically, and that basically won us the game. Like, say we didn't get the early lock at the start. Again, I just like doing this to teach you guys a bit about, like, concepts like elixir counting, card cycle counting, and punishing people for stuff. You know, that was just an example of him being so low on elixir. If they overcommit everything on offense, it's just a good example. Ooh, Archer's gonna melt that Inferno Dragon, but they do get arrows off. But wow, that eye drag got nuked, man. That was crazy. But yeah, Dagger Duchess, guys, look at this. Actually something I want to talk about as well. Very much noticeable. So it has, I think it has less hit speed when it's on 0 daggers, and even when it has full daggers, it has less hit speed. If I can look at the balances on my thing right now. So we got, okay, he goes for the MK. I'm like trying to multitask, looking at the balances while also defending this, but we got a huge lock just now. Going to Fireball to reset the eye drag charge up, and then just Tesla for safe measures, and that's going to be game. But is it even game? Like, can Tesla even defend this? I don't even know, man, because it's nerfed. Look at that. Like, it's hitting so slow, man. It's just so depressing. Like, look at this. It's so... I'm just going to give a cry, because that's just so sad, dude. Like, but yeah, we got the hit speed of the Dagger Duchess reduced from 0.8 to 0.741 hits per second when it's on 0 daggers, so it's charging up. So it's going to charge up a bit slower, I guess. And then we also got a burst hit speed nerf, minus 22%. So that's as a whole overall, you know, it does less hit speed as a whole, even when it's fully charged. So this is very nice to see. Okay, that's going to kill my thing. I think we will actually see more variety in the tower troops at this point, and I think that's a really good thing. Like, I think it was so dumb that Cannoneer broke the meta and everyone was playing Cannoneer, and then it was just subsequently followed up by the Dagger Duchess, where Duchess was just so oppressive and basically ruining the game, because if you didn't have it, you couldn't really compete against people who did have it. And then it was pretty much a case of run Dagger Duchess and spend money to max it, or lose to Duchess users for the most part. Like, it was by far the best tower troop. By the way, that's a really aggressive lightning, so I'm going to go in right now because he should be low on elixir. Okay, eye tower. He was at 5 right when he did that, so if I actually predicted that with the skeletons, I would have won the game. But I don't really know for a fact that he has something like that. So pretty important early on as well, guys. When you're against people and you don't know what deck they have, don't be too aggressive. I guess I could have gone prediction skeletons, but it's not a big deal. Now I know he has the eye tower as a good expo counter, and I'll be prepared next time, so it's not really that deep. It's no stress. Just gonna keep cycling my cards, though. I don't know what he has actually. Like, archers, Valkyrie, eye tower, lightning, tombstone. I guess if I had to guess, I would say lava hound, lightning, but I don't really know. We could go for a high Tesla and just kind of test the waters here. Try and snipe that Valkyrie if I can. Not that it's going to do any damage. I feel like this Tesla is going to be like a tickle, like a paper cut to the Valkyrie, because it does such little DPS now. My god. He has Evo Skellies, okay. Let's actually Fireball the Tombstone. Bit aggressive, but I was going to maybe go in with a Tesla, but I can't do that in good faith with a Tombstone on the board. That would just not be a good position to go in. Oh, he's playing E-Giants. I'm going to go Expo, and he can't actually afford an eye tower right away. So I'm going to go Skellies for the eye tower now and just let it die. He's going to let it die himself, actually, so well played. Unless he goes for a late lightning, then that's just a terrible play. But I think he's going all in, which is, I mean, okay, I guess he wants to do this. I'll just go like this. Evo Archers goes for the arrows. He does have arrows. Evo Tesla, let's see how this works. So this, guys, is still a pretty good option. But as you can see, it just kind of dies. So maybe not. Bring it back to a knight real quick. Gonna take some damage, honestly. The Duchess is pretty weak when she's 0. Look at this. Wow, we're taking quite a lot of damage. And he goes for an E-Giant again. Let me just Tesla real quick. But is he even gonna do any damage, dude? Like, I don't even know. Wait. E-Spirit plus log. I think we are going to survive, just barely. But look at the Tesla, it's so bad. And the Duchess is also really bad on 0 daggers. So we're going to win against Ejon Lightning. Very nice win. But it was kind of painful to see how the Tesla just performed so badly. And honestly, guys, you are probably here because you want to know what I think about Tesla and the future of Xbow Cycle. And I honestly do not know how to give you guys a straight answer because I am very much concerned. You know, this is my first time really playing since the balance changes dropped, and I wanted to react to everything live, but I don't know, like, it really doesn't look good. Like, I don't know. I think Xbow's not going to die. Don't get me wrong, I don't think Xbow's, like, in shambles, and I know I did that whole funeral thing at the start. I just want to do a fun intro. I do think it's really going to be weak, though, especially for people who aren't that good at the game. No offense to anyone, but I think it's really not going to be the best for people who are, like, not the greatest, but all the good Xbow players, the best of the best, will still prevail, get good finishes. I will probably still try my best to do that as well. You know, I've been consistently finishing top 500. Last season just got my 362. Season before that got a 256 with Xbow Cycle, like, doing really well, but I just don't know. I really fear for all of you guys, especially everyone who's in my comments and are like, I'm a new Xbow player and I find it so hard to do well with this deck, and I make a lot of mistakes and it just feels like an uphill battle. Do you have any advice for me? And I'm so sorry to tell you that it's only going to get so much worse now, because it really is just going to get worse. Good E-Spirit for the barrel though. So Duchess does change some interactions. You know, we were used to a lot of bailout interactions with Duchess. Don't get me wrong. I think that's going to change the way we play the game for sure. Because, I mean, for example, against the Goblin barrels, where you can just E-Spirit to full counter. Now you can't do that. Against other stuff, like, I don't know, maybe... Oh, he goes for the Void. Let me Knight to block the Void, please. Okay, we got it down. But I don't know if that was a good Knight, actually, because I do have to defend this Giant Skeleton now. What is this deck, by the way? Bait with a Void? Speaking of Void, I need to talk about this because Lava Hound users definitely paid Supercell something, because Lava Hound is going to be the best deck in the entire game, bar none, after these balances. Like, it's ridiculous because nothing about Lava Hound was nerfed directly. There was no Void nerf, which is the biggest one. Like, Void is so strong. E-Spirit does okay, by the way, with the Princess. We take a bit of damage, but it's still okay. I think the normal Duchess might still have that same interaction, but it might be worse. I don't know. I'm honestly, though, considering switching to Princess Tower, guys, like, seriously, because I think that is just going to be a lot better. Duchess does seem weak enough to the point that it's worth using other towers now, so I think I will elect to switch. Let's try and catch this Void with my Skellies. It's a really nice trick, if I can get it. Okay, can I do it? Voids, Skellies. Come on, other skeleton. Yes, that's the play I love making, guys. It's pretty hard to do, but if you can get it down, it's very nice. It's obviously much better than using a Knight to block the Void. So you can block a Void with skeletons. When I was first playing Void and like teaching guys how to counter Void, everyone was telling me, oh, SK, you know you can do this trick where you can actually block the Void with skeletons. And I was like, wait, I don't know how to do that. That seems pretty hard. But you can. So it's really cool. Let me just Spirit here. I think he's going to Giant Skeleton, but I'm going to go in. I have Evo Archers in cycle, so I kind of want to make something happen here. Evo Knight, that is so annoying. I'm going to go for the Knight as well. Have to go get ready to block with my Skellies if I can. He's going to Void right about now. Oh, I messed up. Okay, yikes. We got nothing. Dude, this guy's deck is so annoying, by the way. He's playing, like, Void, Giant Skeleton, Evo Knight. Like, it's actually really annoying, but let me just pre-Tesla. Oh, that's also annoying. Wait, and that's something where not running Duchess actually hurts, because Duchess would, like, defeat that pretty easily. We don't have that anymore. I'm just going to pressure pretty aggressively, to be honest with you. Going to log the barrel, almost fireballed accidentally. Fireball the Firecracker ASAP. E-Spirit to predict the Void, maybe? Can we? Skellies to predict the Void. Okay, that's going to kill the Xbow. I think that's on the Xbow. I'm not going to let that happen again, buddy. Not 2 times in a row. I don't know. I don't feel good about this. It seems like such an annoying matchup. Honestly, this deck is so annoying. And Tesla's pretty weak because we need it for offense, but it's just worse on offense now. Like, it's just a sad fact. Let's try defensive Exos. I don't know if he has a spell, but you guys know when I tell you that if you're struggling to, like, make something happen in a matchup and going in constantly doesn't help you out, then try something different. The something different right now is just going to be defensive Expos, because I think I can maybe make something work with that. I could have activated King there, actually, but I think it's okay. I'm going to do this. Let me go Archers up high to snipe the Dark Goblin first, and then they'll probably kill the Giant Skelly, and then I can Expo with the Archers, and this should be pretty good, actually. Like, what does he have? Knight. He's going to Cannon, right? So I'll go Knight for his Cannon. He Voids, dude. Skelly's... Oh, we got the quad block. Yo, or the quintuple block. That's insane. That was so well played, actually. And we're going to kill the Dark Goblin, right? Please. Dude, this guy's, like, holding on. It's like that. He's actually alive. Are you kidding me? I'm going to go Expo on the left. Please, can you just, like... Okay, wait, terrible Void. Hold on. Let me cut this out of range real quick. And then that should be a lock. Great. And then I'm actually going to... Tesla. for the firecracker. Tesla, do your thing. Okay, nice. And then that should be game now. That was such a good punish, guys. It's the whole ping pong rule that I talk about, like left, right, Xbow pressure, where you get them low in elixir, and then you just get a good sequence of going Xbow left, Xbow right. That was a good case of that. Let me go with the E-Spirit Skellies to try and full counter. This is honestly, like, not that annoying in the sense that, like, I can't ever defend his stuff and he's just getting constant damage, but it's more so a fact that I can never get damage myself, so it's just annoying over anything else. But I mean, we're gonna win. Like, we outplayed him in that interaction, and now we're just pretty much chilling. I'm gonna log, honestly. I don't really care. I can fireball the barrel if I need. Look at that knight, dude, on the edge of the world, blocking that void. That's crazy. I'm not gonna fireball. I want to so bad, but I need to fireball this barrel right now because it's gonna be tanked for by this, and I can get back to another log though. So honestly, guys, pretty underrated play in the log bait matchup is logs on offense. Then you can like defend the barrels with other stuff. But yeah, he's gonna void. Let me just casually block that real quick. Quintuple block maybe. Nice. I love that play, dude. Such a nice play. But GG's. That was such an annoying matchup, even though I did pretty well. It was just annoying, like not really oppressive. But yeah, I think Princess is definitely better. You know, Duchess might have been better in that matchup. Probably would have been, but I think Duchess's time has kind of come to an end. And again, I find it pretty cringe how, like, they release such broken, overpowered stuff, and then, like, nerf it when it's also obviously deserving of a nerf later. Like, honestly, I'm not trying to talk too bad on them, because I think that enough people have. It's not really my place to just, like, bash on them the whole video. Like, obviously, if I hated the game that much, I wouldn't be playing it. I still love the game. I just think the decisions have been really subpar recently, and I've been very vocal about that. I've been making a lot of rage tweets, guys, as I said. Literally a lot, and a lot of them are getting a lot of traction because I think I am spitting facts. But great counter almost to the bandit. Not perfect, but, yeah, I drag. I'll go Xbow. I think this is MK Ram Rider. I'll play a couple more games with Xbow just to get the taste of the Tesla nerf, and that's going to be a lock. Probably going to MK in front. No, it goes Ram Rider. Let me log. This is the nerf Ram now, guys, so it's pretty nice. You know, it's not going to, like, just be super oppressive anymore, but it's just going to be, like, strong, I guess, which I'm okay with the Ram Rider. I'm not okay with the Prince. So let's talk about the other changes now that we've gone over Exo. My consensus, guys, is that I really can't tell you what the best version of Exo is going to be after the balances, because I don't even know. Like, they nerfed so much about 3.0 that I really can't say it's 3.0 in good faith, because 3.0 leaned on the Tesla so heavily. It might be Ice Bow, or it might be like a Queen Bow or a Bomber Bow variant, because Evo Drill is coming out soon, and that's going to ruin the game, like, so much. I'm not looking forward to that whatsoever. So, yeah, I'd say maybe, like, Bomber Bow would be a guess, but I can only really tell you guys as the meta progresses. I can't really say much until then. I forgot what his win condition is. What is? Oh, it's Ram Rider, so I can just easily log. I was a bit worried to log, because if he was playing, like, log bait or something, but nah, it's not log bait. Let's Tesla for this. Let's see how the Tesla does on defense. I don't think it's going to be that great, though. We'll go Knight. It's just going to be weaker, like, less damage per hit, and just slower. Like, someone made the comment of Tesla just lagging when it attacks, or it has that appearance, and I really do think so. Like, it's kind of sad, but pretty good defense, I guess. It does still do the job, you know. It does take care of what it had to take care of, but it's just a little sad that it's weaker. Gonna go Evo Archers to predict something. We get the Ram Rider. That's on tower, dude. What are you doing? That's gonna kill the Ram pretty quickly. A lot of damage. I love Evo Archers, though. They're so good, but please be on the Ram and not the Valk. Oh, no. I think I screwed myself, guys. Knight for the Ram Rider, please. Okay, we'll take a charge. Actually, not that big of a deal, because we got so much damage. I'm kind of overreacting. Like, it's really not that bad. But now that the game is over, I'll go back to what I was distracted about and talk about the actual balance changes, because, again, I do think they did a great job. Other than the Tesla, I really hate the Tesla change, and I will always advocate for Tesla and Expo. But otherwise, they did a pretty good job with these balances. Yo, that was so slow. What? You guys see that? The Bandit charged and got a hit. Like, what was that? That's so dumb. And Tesla's already dead, because it can't even protect itself. Okay, that's just... wow. E-Spirit should reset, but I'll go for the Knight first, and then I'll go for a log as well, just to keep this Tesla alive even longer. Skelly, so the MK doesn't jump on it, and then... really good defense, actually. Yo, that was really, really clean. Wow. And then I have to get back to another Tesla real quick, so let me just do that. Evo Valk's pretty strong, honestly, but we should be good. I'm going to Fireball to not only reset the Ram charge, but also the Adric. That was a perfect Fireball, guys. Look at that. And now, I'm level 13, so I don't know the spell ranges, but we should have him in range of Fireball plus Log very soon. I don't think it's yet, but it should be one more Log, and then a Fireball. He goes for the Lightning. Yeah, GG's. He was playing Lightning the whole time. Okay, just give me a free E-Spirit, so he gave up, so yeah, great win. Let's finally stop being distracted, talk about the other changes, guys, while I play a few more games with this nerfed Tesla. My poor baby, man. It's like losing a son or something, man. But we got the curse nerf, really nice nerf. I think it's pretty important because the radius was pretty big, but more importantly, the damage multiplier was so stupid. It was reduced from 35% to 20% of a multiplier now, so I think that's great. Good change overall, like not much to say. Machine, good change as well. We got less of a nerf than I thought. I think they had 3 nerfs, now it's only 2. Is that what I'm understanding from this? HP minus 15%. First hit time of the machine itself, plus 0.3 seconds. I don't think there's any rocket changes, though, if I'm not mistaken, which did deserve some. But anyways, we're against Hog Rider right now. Hog EQ, I guess. I'm going to E-Spirit because those skulls are there. We got the Goblin Demolisher. Very important one, because this card is stupid. Let me also just activate King of this Firecracker real quick. Very nice activation, which will help me out for the rest of the game. So, death damage radius decreased by 0.5 tiles. Death damage reduced by 13%. And hit speed reduced by 8%. So, really good change. Like, I think it might even need more changes, though, because this card was crazy. It's actually wild how this card flew under the radar, right? Like, it was kind of overshadowed by everything else that was so broken. But it really was overpowered, and, like, no one really realized it. But it really is overpowered, so I'm glad that it was realized eventually. So 3 nerfs, but some of my friends, like I'm in a pro group chat, and Lucas X Gamer, I really do take his opinion seriously, like he's a pro. I listen to pros, obviously. I've been forming my opinions from other, like, talented players in the community. But Lucas thinks that it needs more nerfs, so I'm going to agree with that. Like, I think it's a pretty stupid card, and pretty dumb concept, and I can see it getting more nerfs. Archer should kill that Ice Spirit real quick, so we shouldn't need to worry about it. Yeah. Yo, he's playing Fireball, not Earthquakes. Let me just Xbow. He just went for a pretty aggressive Fireball. He should have enough for, like, something to block this, but we'll still get a lot of damage with the Evo Archer power shot's gonna log all of that, and that should be game now. Oh my god, the log clipped the Firecracker. That was nasty, dude. I could have predicted that Ice Spirit, but it's fine. Like, I think he doesn't even have any Elixir to do anything, so yeah, it's game. I'll go with the Skelly's E-Spirit as well, just to get more damage, and yeah, Demolisher. Overall, again, I'm really happy about these Goblin card nerfs. Like, I was saying that the season was looking so good with the previous balances until they introduced all these new Goblin cards, and then it kind of just went to shambles because they were so imbalanced, and again, Demolisher flew under the radar, but happy with all of them. Let's see if we need more nerfs, but for now, I can't really complain too much. It's a pretty good change overall. Next up, we have the Prince and the Ramrod. I'll just talk about them together because they're pretty much the same nerf, and they were the same buff last month, where they got that charge distance reduced from 3 tiles to 1.5 tiles, excuse me, which is wild, honestly. Like, who thought that was a good idea? Honestly, like, really. Prince, especially, like, Prince didn't even deserve any kind of buff. Like, who gave the green light for a Prince nerf? I want it, or Prince buff. Who even came up with that? Like, where did it even deserve one? It was doing so well by itself before. It really didn't deserve one. I'll try and show you guys a fun trick, by the way. It's going to be an Xbow trick, so let me Fireball. Let me try and push this Hog Rider. So I'm going to Xbow right now, and then push the Hog, maybe? No, the Tesla took over, but I think I got the push correctly. So as you guys can see, that would have pushed this Hog into my anti-EQ Xbow. Just a fun trick I wanted to show you guys. You can do that with a cannon as well, by the way. Just want to teach you guys a little tech, but yeah, just wanted to showcase that real quick. But yeah, these changes were slightly changed, not like too much, but we got the Prince charge distance increased to 2 tiles from 1.5, as well as the Ram Rider from 1.5 to 2 tiles, so I think that's pretty great overall. I was going to play Cannoneer for the last game, by the way. I'll play one more ladder game, because people are telling me Cannoneer is seemingly pretty viable right now, so let's take a look, I guess. I'm not sure, personally, but I'll try it out for one game. But yeah, these definitely deserved it. I think Ram Rider, I'm okay. I'm not, like, too upset that I got the charge buff. I think it could have done with something, but I still don't really think it was too necessary. The Prince, though, absolutely unnecessary. I would have preferred to see it completely reverted, because who thought it was a good idea? Like, I got so many good Prince clips, dude, of just Prince being insanely broken. But yeah, that was a pretty nice change overall, for sure. Them just getting reduced, and I just played against Ram Rider. It doesn't seem too broken, per se, so I'm okay with that for now. Then we have the Evo Wizard, just shield HP reduced by 20%. I don't really know what interaction this is going to change, to be honest with you. Also, Wizard guards E-Spirit. Oh, this is definitely RG, right? Like, I don't know what else it would be. That's going to chain over the world. I could have activated King, but I don't know. I think this is Royal Giant. We'll find out for sure. I'll just center Tesla. Like, what's the worst that can happen, right? Worst. Oh, it's... Wait. Is it actually Graveyard? Because the Barb Barrel... Actually, no. Barb Barrel can be an RG. By the way, that Duchess hits pretty slow. Evo Archer, by the way, against the new Duchess, some interactions that changed. Evo Archers now get one hit by themselves. It's so important, and I love it. Before, a Duchess would full counter 2 Evo Archers by themselves. Like, it's so dumb. So I'm really glad about that change. Don't get me wrong. Like, I really am grateful for that. Wizard, I don't understand what this is about at all, actually. Like, I really don't. Like, I'm just confused. Like, I guess it changes the shield HP a bit, but does it really do much? Because, I mean, it's still going to have a shield. You still can't fireball or rocket it. I guess poison will be better against it. I think arrows kills a shield now where it might not have before. Maybe log as well. Oh, this is definitely RG, I was right. But he's playing RG fireball. I'm not going to exploit Evo Archers because I know he's just looking for an excuse to naked fireball my tower and actually play. Yep, playing Evo Archers, splitting them, he would have just gotten a free fireball. I don't know why he's playing like this, but I'll literally just play like this as well. Like, I am really good at the RG matchup, guys. I should be fine. But next up, we have the Dagger Duchess. And she got a nerf. I already talked about it, where I used her. I think it was a pretty good nerf. Let me go in, by the way, because he's just doing a lot. I'm going to Evo Tesla on offense, too. Evo Tesla's going to put in work, hopefully. I mean, it's pretty bad. Like, its hit speed is not great. Going to go for the log, though. We get the stun as well. That's actually pretty clutch. Yo, that did a pretty good job of taking care of the RG, but old Tesla would have been better. Force out a fireball, which is not too bad. I think I will have to Tesla this. Actually, let me sack a pair of archers into this wizard, because I'm getting back to my Evo Archers anyways. It's not a big deal. Tesla for this. And we're just up damage now, so I'm pretty happy about that. If he wants to naked fireball, be my guest, buddy. He's going to wizard. I guess he's going to RG soon, probably. Right? I'm trying to go knight right on top of the wizard if I can. Okay, okay. Our Evo RG in the right. I see you. Getting pretty aggressive there. I'm just going to go like this, and then the archers should put in work with the cannoneer. I should not need to do anything else. Yep. Cannoneer is doing okay. We actually took a hit, but I can go in now. He's going to Evo Wizard, so I'll knight for the Evo Wizard, and then we should be able to... Yep, good catch. Great catch, actually. And I believe he just fireballed, right? So these Evo Archers should put in a lot of work. Log, that should be game now, unless he's back to fireball, but... Catch the Barb Barrel. That is, in fact, game-winning damage. Great punish by me, guys. As you can see, against the RG matchup, what you really want to do is wait for them to overcommit. There's a great interaction, by the way. That little play. By the way, this new emote is fire. This Path of Legends, this one. It's so good. Good game, though. That's such a good BM emote, dude. I'm not trying to BM you, but, like, that is... yeah. GG's. I'm really good at this matchup. Like, I should never lose RG if I'm playing at my perfect level. But yeah, Duchess nerf is great, man. Like, it's nice to see more variety. I hope we can see a mix of both Princess Tower and Cannoneer. Like, no one wants to see only Duchess. No one wants to see only Cannoneer. I personally think Tower Troops were an okay concept, but it would have been nice to just have them actually balanced. Ultimately, I'd rather they weren't released at all than, you know, released in this really imbalanced, ridiculous state. By the way, these are my last season games, reaching 2.8k. Still pretty proud of them, of course. I played with 3.0 as well, like, not only Xbow Rock. I just wanted to show that real quick, because I am proud of my finish. You know, it was nice. I got some great 3.0 wins. Still proud of that finish, yeah. A little bit of ADHD talking about it there, but I just had to. This purple badge is so beautiful, man. But, yeah, I'll flash the balances on screen again for you guys right now, just to take a final look, and... The Tesla obviously stands out to me the most, man. Like, how could they do this to my baby? I have spent so long mastering this card. I've spent so long, like, getting better at using it. The whole point of it being reworked was so that it would one-shot goblins and minions. You know, it didn't used to, believe it or not. It used to have a really high hit speed and not one-shot any of those. And I used to overlevel it as my first ever overleveled card, I think, so that it could specifically one-shot those things, and it was so fun to use. Then they actually buffed it, and that was what birthed 2.9 Expo Cycle, when they buffed the Tesla, and it was so strong at 40-second lifetime, man. Only real ones remember. But now they just drove it into the ground. It's such a big overnerf. Like, Evo Tesla was the problem. Why are you nerfing the base Tesla twice? Like, just nerf it once as well if you want, sure. Why twice, dude? And I would even honestly be fine if they did a slight Evo Tesla nerf in addition to the hit speed nerf, but why nerf the damage of the base Tesla? I don't know, man. As I said, I made so many rage tweets about this. I actually got some traction as well, because I think people do agree. Otherwise, really good balance changes, everything else is being considered. Void was missed, though. Lava Void's going to be the best deck in the game by far. I think I forgot to finish that point early in the video as well, but Lava Void is doing ridiculous things, and I'm not looking forward to that. Otherwise, though, can't complain too much about everything else. Just Tesla, why would they do this? Like, don't understand. And Drill coming out soon. The season's not going to be great. But I'll obviously still make content on Xbow. I'm never going to give up on it for you guys. So, full 12 in Classics Challenge Series will still be in full effect. Top ladder pushes will be in full effect. The mid ladder series will be in full effect. Like, don't worry about it. I got you guys covered with the Xbow content. But I do feel bad for it. I feel bad for all of you guys who are hurt by this as well. But anyways, let me know your thoughts on the change in the description below, or in the comments below. Any thoughts on other balances as well. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.